Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Shuang-Min. And I'm so happy that you are here. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm so happy to be here. I'm doing great. How are you?
Wow, I'm fine as well. Thank you for saying yes. And let me introduce you a little bit to the audience. So, you are a holistic success activator and an intuitive healer. You empower high achievers to build their success into their life's unique legacy of love. You have been on the path of understanding, tuning in, connecting, and creating from the universal love abundance for 24 plus years. I'm so impressed to speak with you today. And what inspires you in life?
Oh, what inspired me in life? There's so many, like the people I meet, how they really move into creating their own life, believing what they can create. I'm also inspired by the nature, like the ocean, my connection with the nature. Yeah, I think these two are the biggest inspiration that I have in life, like on day-to-day basis.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And there are certainly people that inspires you, like coaches or mentors. Can you tell us
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, okay. So the one person I always talk about is a homestay mom I met when I was 16, when I went to summer school in Vancouver, Canada. Where I always talk about I have a relationship with love, not with anyone, but with love for since I was 16. Because at that time when I met that homestay mother, um, that was the first time I was that was my first experience of unconditional love. She didn't know me at all because I was just assigned to that homestay. And of course I didn't know her. But for the almost a month I spent with her, she took such good care of me and she made me feel like I'm all right. I didn't need to do better. I didn't need to do less. I didn't need it to be someone else. I am just good enough. And she hugged me all the time. And from a culture, my parents is not very outspoken of love, so I didn't get hugged after after I was a little girl. So it was such at the beginning it was such a shock, and then an enjoyment being hugged every day and being encouraged every day and being seen as an adult, as a complete human being every day. And so then I got really curious about, what love really is. Because I grew up, I think a lot of us, we grew up in a way people tell us they love us unconditionally, but somehow we still feel like we need to strive for their love, we need to be better for their love, and so on. So after that experience, I started to, I call it like my quest of understanding what love really is. It's not under the construct of the society, men love a woman, or a parents love a child, or like my boss love my work, so they love me. But if above all this construct, what is that love is that can make this strange that woman who didn't know me at all love me before I show up in her house? So that's how this. So I do all my work around love, discovering love, create love, connect with love, and then manifesting from love. So that's how everything come about.
Wow, that is so inspiring. Thank you for sharing. And what I understood was you came into this new place at the age of 16, and then you experienced unconditional love from your mother. I don't know how you not mother, I mean the person who acted
Yeah, the
like
homestay.
yeah, I don't know the word. It's like a second mother, maybe. She treated
Yeah.
you like a child. And you experienced the difference between what you thought was love you
Yeah.
experienced in your during your childhood, and this was your growing up, so your eye-opening event.
Yeah.
You grew
Yeah.
into the adult, and then you took the quest, the challenge. I like the word quest here. I don't hear it very often, but I think it's very appropriate, and it's better than challenge, because I in my
Yeah.
vocabulary it would have been challenge, or yeah, more neutral, like situation. It's a situation you face. But quest, you took the quest and you did research. What is love?
Yeah. And the research is like, starting reading on things, starting to experience, asking myself, how can I experience them more?
Mm.
How can I be that person, love another person unconditionally, like how I received? And so, yeah, so for me, it's really a quest. And I always like to say life is a journey. So this challenge is like momentarily, but quest is like something the heart is called to journal through, it's like core spirit that I carry on in all my life experience, no matter how different they are.
Yes, you can call it calling or purpose as well if you
Yeah.
dedicate your life to it. And when we
Yeah.
speak about manifesting, it's a popular word right now.
Word.
Then it is, you don't attract what you want, you always attract who you are. And if you
Yeah.
are on unconditional love, then this is what you will attract into your life. So
Yeah.
what was your experience after that? After the age of 16, what happened then?
It's interesting. After age of 16, like it was a high school and I went to university. I had a lot of, let's say, struggle with my self-identity because I was in a culture and I didn't feel like I was really in a culture. So I was a bit, like out of place
Yeah.
throughout my teenager years and then early 20s. I went to India at 22. The unconditional love I experienced is that no matter I moved a lot of countries on my own, like I didn't know anyone and I moved there, I built myself up again. One of the situation of unconditional love that I experienced, and no matter where I moved, and no matter how alone that I at the beginning when I moved there, I always attract people to support me in different ways, like helping me with a document, helping me finding, the accommodation, the flat, helping me to find jobs, even like share food with me and share insight with me. And then I had a depression at 23. So I didn't know I had depression. I was just not good, not well. But then like it was a colleague, like another stranger who was actually there for me and saw my situation before I realized it. So when I was ready to come out from that state, he has a resource ready
Mhm.
for me. And then, like I had friends who always pay for my food or whatever whenever I travel with them. And I always receive, like now I'm creating my business, I always receive support as a form of gift. Not necessarily I don't pay, but sometimes I get discount or they go above and beyond for me more than what I expected when I pay the tuition. And there are also like so many people that in my life they see me, they saw my potential before I saw it for myself. And for me, that's a form of great love that one can receive in life. And I have been really, really blessed with this kind of people in various stage of my life.
Wow, thank you so much. Yes, I can imagine a little bit how it was at that age. And my next question is, how do you inspire other people?
Um, First, I listen in their space. I strive for I do my best. Sometimes I didn't do as well as other times, I hold a space for other people to become who they want to become instead of telling them this is better, this is right, no, you cannot do this. I'm very good at holding space for my friends, for my colleagues, and for my clients. I have a ability to make people feel okay when they believe they are not okay. So I create a safe space for them when they are ready. It's kind of the space my friends created for me when I was going through depression. And I help people or I inspire people to believe possibilities. Sometimes we get so tangled up in our daily life. We get so tangled up in our limitations. And I had an ability to inspire people to see the possibility beyond the current situation. And that's how I show love to other people, like holding space, seeing them for who they are, letting them feel okay about themselves when there are a lot of voice in their head telling them they are not okay, and then inspire them to see beyond the present moment and into possibility and link into the possibility and finally become the possibilities.
Wow. You become the possibilities. This is so
Yeah.
beautiful as the sentence.
Well, I'm inspired by that, and I'm doing my best to inspire people to do that. So
Yes, you do. I can feel it. Thank you so much. And what are
thank
your
you.
gifts and talents? You talked about holding space and listening first. What else is it?
What's your question again?
Your gifts and talents.
Oh,
Mhm.
I am an intuitive. So I think one of my clients described very well. She said that I gave her a key to
Mm.
unlock the doors to her life. So I use conversation and like my energy to, I said I'm an activator. So I basically activate people's energy. They don't need to know what they are activating, but I can, through conversation, I kind of unlock the doors for them or then give them the keys to unlock the next door. We have many doors on the journey of life. And to unlock the next door, they needed to unlock whether they know it or not, so they can move one step towards what they want, where they want to move to. That's also something that a lot of feedback telling them they feel this. And so I work with energy, other people's energy. That's my gift. um I see beyond people's construct. We all live in a construct that we create for ourselves. It just depends on how big the construct is.
Yeah.
And I am very good at see beyond people's construct. And then I turn that knowing that I see into questions.
Mhm.
So actually, I am really good at guiding people to find answers to their questions within themselves. And through the process, they actually trust themselves more because they started to understand, oh, I actually have all the answer within myself. It's just whether I am open to explore and open to trust myself or not. So these are something that I feel like super powerful in me, and I try to bring it into my daily life, also the work with my clients as well.
Wow, I love that so much, opening the doors. You have the key, and so everything is already there
Yeah,
inside ourselves, and you help to, yeah, to gain awareness, I can say, maybe.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much. My next question, do you have a goal for 2024?
Oh, yes. Always. My personal goal is to move to a Philippine islands with my romantic partner. So I don't know. I haven't received fully in the energy, but it should be like within this quarter or next quarter. not the end of the year, like probably this quarter. So that's about my personal side, and my professional side is to expand my coaching practice. I just came out of a 2 year pause
Mhm.
6 months ago. So I'm starting to by tuning into the vibe or the energy of serving others. So like build a solid foundation for my coaching practice is also the goal for this year. And yeah, and I want to play to see how big I can play, this year, just challenge myself, like how big I can play, coming out of pause, coming out of this self exploration mode. So, and how big I can play in this new situation of my life.
Wow, this sounds amazing. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing.
you.
And you said you want to move. Do you know the place you want to move? You said an
Yeah,
island. You know exactly the place, and you just don't
yeah,
know when it will happen, when your impulse is coming. And yeah,
yeah, yeah.
wow.
So it's an island called Chagall. It's because I'm a surfer.
Hmm.
So that island, it's quite known island among surfers.
Mm.
So and also that all the combination of environment, I feel like it's more aligned with the work I want to do all together, professionally, personally. So
Mhm.
it's an island called Chagall. I was there last summer, and after spending some time there, I was like, okay, this is the next place I'm coming. So
Wow, and you talked about like this quarter or next quarter, but it will be in 2024?
yeah,
So I have a suggestion for you. I would
actually,
love to do another podcast episode when you after you moved, when you are there.
I will.
Can we do this?
I would love to. Yeah,
No
for
matter if it's
sure.
whenever it is, like 3 months, 6 months, whatever, 9 months, I don't
Yeah,
know. But
for
I would
sure.
love to invite you now already because it sounds so beautiful. You have this plan, and I love traveling as well. So I would love to see you there. Yes.
Oh, I would love
Thank
to
you
show
so
you.
much. Oh, it's such a pleasure talking to you. And I have one last question, of course,
Please. Yeah,
because
please.
when people reach out to you after listening to this episode, and they will because there were so many nuggets in it, and I have to watch the replay now to learn something new. Do you have special offers and services for the
Oh,
Inspired
yes.
Podcast audience?
I have workbooks for free download. So I give you the link, my LinkedIn link, and I know you will put in under the episode. So my LinkedIn name is Shuang-Min Chang. So people can find it on my feature session. That is all the free resources, like workbooks. It's like the workbooks I use for my clients. So there's a lot of in it. It's for now I'm opening for free download because I really want to do it. I have a download, I have a download that I'm to do it. So you can
Mhm.
have a lot of free download there. And I create tons of contents to help you to find where you are in your life. So you follow me on LinkedIn or I'm on Instagram as well. Then you will find tons of contents, help you to reflect, help you to contemplate. And if you are watching this, reading my stuff, after downloading my free workbook, you really want to explore what's possible, I offer a 30 minutes complimentary call, like really helping people to dial in where they are and what's the next step. And you can
Wow.
find all this on LinkedIn or my social media link, like all the links there. So like explore. I encourage exploration a lot, and you can get a lot of value from everything that I created. That I'm sure. Um, and then just connect.
Yes, it's about connection, connecting people.
Yeah.
This is why I created this podcast as well. Thank you so much. Your offers are so generous. I will put the link in the show notes and we will talk again. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Do you have a last message, one last message for our audience?
Oh yeah. I always sign my post, be loved and be loved. So be the loved you love. It's the most magical thing you can create for your life. And everything will follow.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And see you
Thank
in the
you.
next episode.